last Saturday at Madison Square Garden. I really do believe we have a Fight of the Year contender here for you at the College Park Arena in Arlington on July the 27th. Again, we want to thank Top Rank as well, obviously their fighter Jose Ramirez. The problem in boxing these days is there is too many politics, you know, different promoters, different networks, different broadcasters, but when both guys want to fight, generally you have a great chance to make it happen. And we want to thank Top Rank and Bob Arum for really helping us to make this incredible fight on DAZN. We're going to hear from the teams now, and I'm going to start with the Maurice Hooker side. He's a little bit overrepresented over here compared to Jose Ramirez. We are in Dallas. This fight wouldn't have been possible, and we wouldn't be working with Maurice without the help and support of Rock Nation Sports. When we came to America, we were looking to partner up with several people who we trusted and believed in, and the relationship with Matchroom and Maurice and Rock Nation has been fantastic so far. We got off to a slow start, if you like, in losing a purse bid to Salcedo. We went up there to Oklahoma. It was one of the great nights. Maurice Hooker stopped Salcedo to defend his WBO world title. He defended it at Turning Stone, but now this is really the defining night of Maurice Hooker's career. So before we speak to the fighters and the training team, I want to bring up the head of Rock Nation Boxing, Dino Duva.
Thank you, Eddie. We're really excited about being here in Maurice's home area. After he beat Saucedo, and he had 2 fights in a row where he fought there in their hometown. You know, Eddie and I talked, and I want to thank Eddie and DAZN. We said that we want to bring Maurice back home. He deserves it. He hasn't fought here in a long time. He certainly deserves it as champion. And you can't ask for a better matchup for Maurice's homecoming. Jose Ramirez, great champion, title unification, Mexican-American. You just can't bet a better matchup than this for this area. And this area has become a real hotbed, as everybody knows, for great boxing matches. There's been huge fights here the last couple of years, and this is going to be right up there with everything. I think this fight could be one of the greatest fights you've seen in a long time. The matchup, the styles, the backgrounds, I mean, everything about it leads to a great, special, historic event. I really want to, as Eddie said, I want to thank Jose, Top Rank, my old friend Robert Garcia, for doing what had to be done to make this fight, for Maurice to have his homecoming in as good a match as you can ever ask for. Matchroom and DAZN have done just a terrific job with us as partners, with Maurice, and with boxing in general. You know, you look at the lineup that DAZN has had, and you just can't beat it. And now with this beautiful venue in College Park Arena in Arlington here, it's just going to be a special night on the 27th. And I want to thank everyone for coming out, and hopefully the local fans support this fight, because it's a fight that you don't want to miss. Thank you.
Thank you, Dino. Although we have a few people up here on Team Hooker's side, this really is pretty much it on the team. When we went to Oklahoma, I walked into the dressing room and it was just us guys. And I was like, oh, it's not a very big team. It was our first fight with Maurice Hooker, but sometimes you don't need a massive team, you just need the right team. You need the right kind of people backing you. You need honest, genuine people that have your best interests at heart. And 2 people, particularly in Arnie and the manager of Maurice Hooker, and Vince and the training team as well, these guys live and breathe Maurice Hooker. And this is their moment, as well as Maurice Hooker's moment. So to say a few words before we go to the trainers, I want to bring up Arnie to say a few words, the manager of Maurice Hooker.
Well, I'm very proud to be here. We started this journey in 2011. We fought in Arlington many times, ballrooms, small venues. But Maurice, I always believed in him, but he really has exceeded all my expectations. And I'm so proud of him. I'm so glad to be here. Eddie is right. We got a great training team. I'm also very thankful for Rock Nation. They believed in us from the start. And then, of course, Eddie is giving us wonderful opportunities. So we're very delighted to be here. And I'm going to tell you, it's going to be fireworks. Maurice is going to really be ready. And he's going to win like he always does. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Arnie. Behind every great fighter is a great trainer, and this is just not just a great style matchup in the ring, but it's a great matchup between two great trainers in Vince and Robert Garcia. Robert Garcia has long been one of the top trainers in the sport. He knows how difficult this fight is, and he will be putting together a game plan with his charge, Jose Ramirez, to try and walk away on July 27th with the unified 140-pound world champion. So at this time, to come to talk about his charge, Jose Ramirez, please welcome Robert Garcia.
Good afternoon to everybody. We're just very happy to be here. We're glad that this fight was able to happen, with Top Rank and Eddie Hearn and Hooker's team, our team, of course. Rick American had a lot to do with it. So, these are the fights that need to happen. People are missing on so many fights because of all the problems that promoters have, TV neighbors, and we were able to make this happen. This is going to be one of the best fights of the year. I can guarantee you guys. Jose is very motivated. He's ready to do this, and I'm sure Maurice is also as well preparing himself for this fight. So you guys can't miss it. Hopefully we get all the boxing fans from the Dallas area to come and support this event, because it's going to be a hell of a fight that you guys are going to remember for many years. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you, Robert. And the guy who instrumental in the development of Maurice Hooker and his recent success as well, to bring up from the training team, Vince, trainer of Maurice Hooker.
Thank you very much, Eddie, and Matchroom USA, Rock Nation Sports, and Dino. More than anything, I want to thank Maurice, because when I got him, he was a young prospect, and like I told the reporter, he was like a bolt of lightning. And I just knew if we harnessed it and put him in the right way, that he could do something special. Last year in England, he did that. We've always took the hard road. We didn't have a promoter until we had 20 fights. We've been the underdog, we've been out of town. Me and him have traveled all over the United States together, living in hotel rooms and sparring with everybody. He had the best guys we could. He's always trusted me with that, and I really thank him for that, because he's exceeded even my expectations, and this is great. Jose Ramirez, I want to compliment him and his team. They're a great team. But more than anything, these guys both stepped up. No one hid behind anything. They wanted to decide who's the best 140-pounder in the division, and they're doing their part. So for that, I applaud Jose, and I also applaud Maurice and the two promotional factions and the networks for making this happen. I'm just really happy to be here. This is a great opportunity for Maurice and for myself to match wits with a great trainer like Robert Garcia, and for Maurice to match skills with Jose Ramirez. July 27th, there will be a unified champion, WBC, WBO, and it will be Maurice Hooker. And it's going to be right here in Dallas, Texas. And it will be a Fight of the Year candidate. I can guarantee you that. Thank you guys very much, and enjoy the show.
Thank you, Vince, Robert. To the fighters, the most important people here, and seeing these guys today, looking in their eyes, this is the fight they wanted, this is the fight that excites them. Particularly watching Maurice Hooker walk around here today, the guy's got a spring in his step that he's having this monster fight in his hometown on July 27th. His opponent in Jose Ramirez is a hugely popular fighter. Been to some of his shows in Fresno. I want to thank as well Rick American as well, who's done a great job building him locally. And this guy is popular, he's entertaining, he's a technically great fighter, he's a puncher, he has plenty of heart, and he's going to be defending that WBC title with pride on July 27th. One part of this historic unification matchup, please welcome the reigning WBC world champion Jose Ramirez.
Good afternoon. First and foremost, I want to thank Jesus Christ for allowing me to be here today. I also want to thank my promoter, Bob Arum, my manager, Rick Meridian, my coach, Arbor Garcia, my strength and conditioning coach, Charles, and all the Top Ranks family for allowing me this opportunity to come to his territory, a different network, working with Eddie and Dazin to perform and showcase my skills in my first unification match. Ever since I came out of the 2012 London Olympic Games, my goal was to become a world champion. When I became a world champion, my goal was to become the undisputed world champion. And I think Maurice is a big step for me to make that possible. And he's a great champion. I'm very honored to be here fighting in a different venue here in Arlington, Texas. I know there's a lot of fans here that love boxing, that support boxing. And this is the type of fight that every champion should step up and give this type of fights to the fans that deserve this, to put this type of fights in networks, so people all over the world can enjoy this type of boxing fights. I feel boxing's more alive now than ever, and I'm happy I'm here. I'm happy I'm a world champion. I'm gonna do everything I can to continue becoming a world champion. Fighting for my family, fighting for all the right causes. It's always been an honor. It's always been something that motivates me to do something bigger than just box. When I box, my game is and my goal is to motivate people out to fight for themselves. To push themselves and be better. And this is the type of fights that's gonna make me better and take my career to a whole different level. And it's a big blessing for me to have this. I'm very thankful for their team for accepting the fight and stepping up to the plate as well. I think this is something that wanted to prove ourselves, and that was the main reason why it happened. And I'm glad our promoters were able to work with each other to give us this opportunity. It's a life-changing opportunity for both of us. So. You're going to see the best of Jose Ramirez July 27th, and thank you so much for the support.
Thank you, Jose. And again, we're in Arlington, Dallas, because I wanted to bring a fight to Dallas for Maurice Hooker. I didn't expect to bring one of this size to Dallas for Maurice Hooker, but what an opportunity for him to try and become the unified world champion in his backyard. Ladies and gentlemen, the current WBO world light welterweight champion from Dallas, Maurice Hooker.
Thank you everybody for coming. I'd like to thank Eddie Hearns, Rock Nation, the match room, my coach, my team, the Ramirez team, Top Rank, everybody for having this show. Thank my family for coming and the support. July 27th is gonna be a hell of a fight. I'm gonna see the best of me, the best of Ramirez, and make the best man win. And I'm training hard, I'm pushing myself. I'm doing it for my family, and let's do it, man. I'm ready, man. I'm gonna show everybody what I'm about, and it's gonna be a hell of a fight, man. And I'm not leaving without that WC belt. Alright, they'll bring my belt July 27th, and it's a good fight, baby. Let's do it, man.
Go, Maurice.
Thank you, Maurice, Jose, all the teams. This is a real fighter's fight. For me, I think it's one of the matchups of 2019 so far. We're going to be going on pre-sale next Wednesday with general sale next Friday. Do not miss this fight. There's going to be other World Championship fights on the card. There's some big heavyweight fights to be announced this week as well for this card. It's going to be a stacked night of boxing. It's what we do. It's what the Zone do as well. Do not miss this fight, July 27th, College Park in Arlington. We're going to be heading from here to New York tonight, where we have another press event tomorrow ahead of the return of Gennady Golovkin onto Zone this Saturday. And there'll be plenty more activity building up to a great event on July 27th. All the guys here are going to be available for the media for one-on-ones, and we're going to do a little head-to-head at the front here now. Thank you for coming. We look forward to a fantastic matchup on July 27th. Thank you very much.